All right, we're back. The Coon Prairie Ramblers here. Circled up and in the station of
FLN.
Get it right. I almost said KRP.
He goes to so many other stations. He has to keep them straight.
Yeah. We're syndicated.
WMEL, WML here.
WNBC.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom.
Don't forget the peacock.
Yeah.
In living color.
Anyway, we're going to talk about hats on this second segment.
We all got hats today, but Mel's got his off right now.
Well, I have one. It's with me. It's just it's kind of hot, warm in the building here, so I took it off. But it's my old, given to me by that old Nocatee rooster.
The rooster.
The rooster gave it.
Let me get a picture of that hat.
I got two of these.
What?
Well, this one's faded, and then the next, he gave it to me 1 year, and then the next year he gave me another one. Just in time. This is the faded one. Or maybe this is the new one. I don't know, but they're both getting faded. But is
that your favorite hat?
Well,
wow.
I also have.
It's hard to pick a favorite hat.
My wife hates it when I wear ball caps.
Why?
She would rather see me in something fancy,
a fedora,
like
a fedora,
or a pie pan, or a pipe. What's that called?
A newsboy hat.
Pork pie.
Pork pie.
What's a pork pie?
Like what Luke has
That's
on there.
That's not a pork pie.
No, that ain't a pork pie.
What is that?
Pork pie is that one that turns around all the way. It's got a little short brim like this hat, but it turns up.
Well, she'd rather see me in
all the way around.
Hat.
I call this
I call that a taxi hat or
dolphin hat,
newsboy hat.
No. Nude boy.
Newsboy. Not nude boy.
You remember how you used to see on the old movies the newsboy that was standing there on the corner hollering, "Get your red
extra."
They always
read all about it.
They always wore the newsboy hats.
Yeah. Well, anyway, because on my mother, I don't know why, but my mother-in-law is always buying me a hat, and it's always one of those fancy fedora, I guess.
When you cover that head up, I reckon. I don't know.
Anyway, I have a bunch of them in my closet, and we head out to church, and I go put my top dog hat on, and then my wife says, "Why you got to wear that nasty old thing? Wear a nice hat."
Sunday go to meeting hat.
I say, "Honey, I'm in DeSoto County, and DeSoto County."
You want to blend in, right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, but the people in DeSoto County, we're...
Talk to me about your hat etiquette in church.
Hat etiquette?
In church.
Well, if I walk into church with a hat on, somebody's going to say something to you.
Yeah.
I take mine off.
Yeah.
In church.
Well, sometimes I do it just to be obstinate.
I don't even wear one to church. I just leave it at the house.
Really?
Oh, really?
I don't.
I'm shocked.
I sure don't.
Well, see, I wear it everywhere because if there's this sun is out and I got a naked head.
Naked head.
Yeah. I always got
That's not
naked head.
Although, actually, these ball hats aren't really good because they let the sun right in, but...
Let the sun shine.
And I didn't know it, but when I went and had a little bit of, doctor, and they did a little bit of treatment to the top of my head for a few, spots, they told me, they say, you have to wear a UV or a UV hat. I said, what are you talking about? They
SPF.
They said a hat that doesn't let the sun in. I said, well, if it's a solid piece of material on your head, that don't. They said, no, the sun will get through that. I said, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, you see a lot of clothes now that have the SPF factor written on.
SPF.
Sun protection factor.
Whoa.
You should get you some of that, a can of that spray on hair.
Yeah.
And spray that on.
That's right.
Put a part in it?
Yeah.
Well, you put a skinny piece of tape down the middle like this.
Yeah.
Well, your hair
or whatever you want to. Then you spray the rest and you peel the tape off and you got a part right there.
Well, your hair is parted now.
Well, it's
real wide.
It's like the Red Sea.
A giant
part. The Red Sea here, dude.
Yeah, the children of Israel walking
they can walk across
right
there. You remember your first hat you ever had?
I got a picture of the first, and it was a fedora.
Get the picture. We want to see it. Put it on Facebook.
Okay, I'm standing on the front porch of the house where I was in first grade, and I was getting ready to go to a birthday party to a little girl across the street.
Oh, boy. What kind of hat was it?
It was like a fedora, It was
oh, yeah? Yeah. Well, you were styling.
Oh, yeah, and I had it cocked to the side, and I was sitting there.
Oh, my goodness.
First grade, and my mama took the picture.
He was after that little girl across the street.
I think my first hat was probably a cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat.
But the reason I don't like to wear cowboy hats is they're stiff brimmed.
They are. You can bend them easy,
and you
mess them up.
Bump into things, and then if you're riding in a car every time you turn your head, you hit something with them. And,
that's right.
And you can't lean back. And
you can't take a nap in it.
No, I like something I can just.
Those are good for wearing outside, and that's it.
Yeah, I like something I can move around.
Well, it had one purpose, and that was just to keep the rain off of you, right?
Or keep the wind from blowing my hair. I don't like my hair blowing around.
And I'll tell you, I've been hit in the head.
That explains
like on boards,
a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boards and kicked and all kinds of things.
And they're kind of stiff, and it gives you a little bit of...
it helps you, yeah.
a small bit
Branches,
of
when you're running through the
protection.
woods and all, you get the branches, it hits you in the head and all, so it gives you a lot of
I know. I got to wear a
protection.
hat when I'm mowing the grass. I'm on a riding lawnmower, and I'm around those low-hanging branches.
Whack.
Man,
You get bushwhacked, don't
with
you?
a hat, I'm fine. But if I ain't got my naked head out there,
Oh, yeah.
and I hit a branch, man, I'm bleeding. I got
You
all
need
kinds of problems.
You need a football helmet or a motorcycle helmet
Yeah.
to mow in.
Even in the house, I've stood up before and hit my head on a cabinet.
Bonk.
And if you have a hat on,
Yeah.
it makes all the difference in the
It
world.
cushions it a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about my first hat. I don't remember my first hat, but apparently when I was a kid, a baby crawling around or whatever, I would pull the plastic pod out of the pea pot and put that on my head, and I run around with this pea pot on my head. You know what I'm talking about? The little things you use the bathroom in when you're a kid?
Yeah.
Pea pot. And I put the pea pot on my head so much that my parents said I had a ring around my head when they would take it off.
They didn't cut your hair around that thing.
No, they didn't. That was my buddy Royce had the bowl haircuts, old rooster. But there's a picture of me somewhere with that pot on my head. I'll see if I can send that to you for the
I was
kind of like, you got to be kidding me. I was
pea
held
pot.
in awe.
It wasn't used. I mean, I'm assuming it was clean.
Oh.
I'm not saying this
I was a pothead back then.
as
I confess.
put down against anybody, but I remember seeing a bunch of these Amish people come down after Hurricane Charlie,
Yeah.
and they all had bowl haircuts. It looked like literally like somebody had put a bowl on top of their head, right, and they
all the way
cut
around.
the hair right around
Like
that
Mo
bowl.
on the
Yeah,
Three Stooges.
exactly. I thought, oh boy, I'm glad I'm not Amish.
I'm telling you.
I'd look pretty stupid with a haircut like that. I mean, I'm not trying to say that maliciously or being mean about it, but I just happened to notice that every single one of them had the bowl haircut. But what about during the prayer? Do you take your hat off when you pray, or someone else is praying?
Yeah.
Or reading the Bible?
Sure.
Sure, always.
Okay, I do.
Always. I like
And when
hats.
the flag goes by.
Yeah, I used to wear hats to bed when I was a kid. I didn't want to take it off. And I had to wake up the next morning, had to find it.
That's what you truly call a bedhead when you wake
I
up.
had a hat hair in the bed, but I also would take a bath with a hat on when I was a kid. I'd be sitting in the bathtub wearing nothing but a hat. That's crazy. That was crazy, but I did. Because I've collected hats all my life, and I still got a lot of my hats I've had when I was a teenager on. I still got them because I just collect cowboy hats, cap. I got my graduation cap with the tassel still hanging on it. I hang on to everything.
If you're listening to this, you can't see what we look like right now, but I have on what is called a bucket hat.
Bucket
Literally
hat.
looks like
We'll show a picture of
bucket
that.
you wear on your head. And to me,
Looks like a doily.
it was one of the most comfortable.
Hello, doily.
It's
I
one of the
said,
most
hello,
comfortable,
doily.
Practical hats made. I mean, it covers your face really good, and if you want to, you can flip it up like that, and you can use it when you're sitting somewhere in the sunlight. You can take a nap by pulling it over your head, but we need to go.
It's got that screen around. You could go sing for minutes with that thing.
You could do all
Oh,
kinds
goodness.
of things.
Well, our hats are off. Hats are off to y'all. We'll be back in a few.